Unit 10, Perspectives. Lesson A, a traffic accident. Vocabulary, 3-word phrasal verbs. Okay, so here we have three-word phrasal verbs in bold letters, and we have a description of what the definition of that 3-word phrasal verb means. And we have the example sentences. So number 1 is, I like to catch up with friends online. Is B, we chat several times a week. Or, catch up with friends. Number 2, I can come up with imaginative ideas. Just C, I'm a very creative person. I can come up with imaginative ideas. Number 3, I look up to my father. It's A, I really respect him. Look up to. Number 4, I get along with everybody. Is E, people think I'm very friendly, which means get along with everybody. Number 5, it's hard to keep up with friends. Is F, we don't have time to get together. Oh, it's hard to keep up with my friends. Number 6, I think that too many people get away with speeding. Is D, the police should give more tickets. I think that too many people get away with speeding. Number 7, I cannot put up with people who lie. Is I get very angry when people don't tell the truth. I cannot put up with people who lie. Number 8, I try to take care of my car. Is G, I change the oil every 6 months. So how does he try to take care of his car? It says, I change the oil every 6 months. Number 9, I always look forward to Sunday mornings. It's H, I love to sleep late on weekends. So why does he look forward to Sunday mornings? Because he loves to sleep late on weekends. Grammar, reported statements. Use reported speech to tell what a speaker has said without using the person's exact words. When using reported speech, you often have to change pronouns and the tense of the verb. Direct speech. So on the left side, we have examples of direct speech. In the reported speech, we have examples using the word told and said, used by the first person, divided with the word that, or using the word that to divide the reported speech from the second person. So it's, I am in a hurry. She told me that she was in a hurry. I am telling the truth. She told me that she was telling the truth. I have an appointment. She told me that she had an appointment. I saw the accident. He said that he had seen the accident. The dog has disappeared. He said that the dog had disappeared. We will make a statement. They said that they would make a statement. Okay. So here in this paragraph, we're going to see the use of told and said to report a speech. So it's a car accident on Main Street. Last night, Darren Jones, 18, was riding his bicycle when a car suddenly stopped in front of him. He crashed his bicycle into the car. Darren told police that he hadn't seen it stop. He told police he was sorry, but he said it hadn't been his fault. The driver, Lacey Reed, 45, said that she had stopped because the man was crossing the road. A witness, James Lee, 68, told police he had seen everything. Everyone said they would make a formal report. Okay, again, here we have a first person making a speech, and we're going to change it to where a first person reports the speech of that person, and that person turning into a second person. So it's Lacey said, I want to call my husband. Lacey said she wanted to call her husband. Okay, in this example, we have a second person, or we have the first person reporting a speech from a second person. And here, we're changing the speech. Number 2, Darren told me it's not my fault. Darren told me it wasn't his fault. So in the first part, we're using the exact words of the first person. And in the second part, we're changing it in order to report the speech without using the exact words of the second person. So James told me I heard a loud crash. James told me he had heard a loud crash. James said I had seen accidents here before. James said he had seen accidents here before. So again, here, the first person is reporting the speech of the second person using the exact words. And the second part, we have the first person reporting the speech of the second person without using the exact words that the second person said. So number 5 is Lacey told me I'll take care of the bills. Lacey told me she would take care of the bills. Okay. The difference is the use of the word would, had, and was to report a speech without using the exact words. Lesson C. There's always an explanation. Vocabulary. Verbs plus prepositions. So here in this box, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 vocabulary words. And we're going to learn how to use the prepositions about, on, and in with these verbs. So the verbs are believe, decide, depend, dream, forget, hear, participate, plan, rely, and worry. Okay, so we use the preposition about with the verbs dream about, forget about, hear about, and worry about. We use the preposition on, use with decide on, depend on, plan on, and rely on. We use the preposition in, as believe in, participate in. Okay. And here we're going to use them in example sentences. Number 1, do you believe in UFOs? So we already have the verb in the sentence. All we're going to do is add the preposition that corresponds with it. Number 2, who do you rely on the most? Number 3, what do you plan on doing in the future? Number 4, what's the most important news event you have heard about recently? Number 5, what did you dream about last night? Number 6, do you participate in any community organizations? Grammar. Reported yes/no questions. It says, use reported yes/no questions to tell what a speaker has asked without using the person's exact words. When using reported yes/no questions, you often have to change pronouns and the tense of the verb. So a direct question from the first person are on the left side, and the reported questions are on the right side. So we have the first person reporting the first person's question without using the exact words of the second person. Okay, so it's, are you free for dinner? He asked me if I was free for dinner. Are you having a good day? He asked me if I was having a good day. Do you want to see a movie? He asked me if I wanted to see a movie. Did you speak to your mother? He asked me if I had spoken to my mother. Have you been to Michael's? He asked me if I had been to Michael's. Will you marry me? He asked me if I would marry him. We have the condition if to declare that it's a yes or no question. So the clause would be answered with either a yes or a no, with a condition of a yes/no question. Here's the activity. Number 1, Marisa asked Chad, have you spoken to Gina yet? Now we're going to change it to where we report the speech without using the exact words and adding the condition if to declare it as a yes or no question. So it's Marisa asked Chad if he had spoken to Gina yet. Number 2, Marisa asked Chad, are you planning on asking Gina to marry you? Marisa asked Chad if he was planning on asking Gina to marry him. Number 3, Marisa asked Chad, are you worried about Gina's answer? Marisa asked Chad if he was worried about Gina's answer. Number 4, Chad asked Marisa, will Gina say yes? Chad asked Marisa if Gina would say yes. Number 5, Gina asked Marisa, do you believe in love at first sight? Gina asked Marisa if she believed in love at first sight. Number 6, Marisa asked Gina, did you dream about the perfect wedding as a child? Marisa asked Gina if she had dreamed about the perfect wedding as a child. Number 7, Marisa asked Gina, have you already decided on a wedding date? Marisa asked Gina if she had already decided on a wedding date.